Hi, everyone. This is Chris Whaley. I am one of your instructors for Finance 302, along with Dr. Hanby. We want to welcome you to the online section of Finance 302. That's section 910, 920, or 990. We wanted to give you a little introduction video, give you some insight on how the course is structured, and talk about how you could be successful in Finance 302, particularly the online section. All of your content is obviously delivered through the Blackboard course. And so we wanted to highlight some of the features of that. The first thing that we need to note is Finance 302 is actually offered over 3 different mediums. There is an online section, which is what you're in. There is a traditional section, which is for on-campus students. And there's a hybrid section, which is also for on-campus students, and it sort of combines the online format with a Friday lab. And so now all of these are housed under the same Blackboard course, so you have to sort of pay attention when we make announcements to which section we're actually announcing to. But that being said, let me show you a few things on here. The first thing I want to point out is the syllabus collection here on the left-hand side. This is where we have all of the course syllabi. The common syllabus, which is this first link here, is how we evaluate you, includes things like grade policies, weights, that sort of thing, and it's for all the sections, so do take a gander at that. The other thing you'll find of interest is the supplemental syllabus, which is here at the very bottom, and this is exclusively geared to the online section. It's got a few extra things in it, a few tidbits here and there you might want to check out. And so another great feature about the course is the course calendar, this link here on the left. The course calendar is actually going to have all the important dates associated with the course here. Let me pull it up on a separate page so you can see it. And so you see the course calendar, particularly for the online students, is nice because it gives you a way to pace yourself in covering the material that you'll have to cover in this course. So you see here on January 17th, we're going to be covering Chapter 2, Mergers and Balances. Now what that means is we're going to be covering that chapter in the on-campus section. So you get an idea of what we're doing from time to time. You also see that it says see Module 2, Unit 1. This is actually a direct link to the content that you have access to on Blackboard. And so the course calendar is a really nice resource. All right, now, how do you actually get access to content? How do you learn stuff for Finance 302? Well, all of that is housed in these learning modules. Right? So every test will cover a certain number of modules. In fact, exam 1 is going to cover modules 1, 2, and 3. And you can find that out actually by looking at the common syllabus. But let's just click on module 1. Now, every module is going to have a few components to it. It's always going to have an overview and objectives. This just gives you an insight into what we'll be covering and what you should know when you've gone through this module. There'll be a little section on reading, what pages you should be reading in the book. And then you're going to have the actual content. You have both lecture videos and little PDF notes that go along with it. So this is how you'll actually learn the material in this class, is going through each of these modules. And again, the course calendar helps you understand what you should actually be covering during that time. And so yeah, you'll see there are 11 modules throughout the semester. Again, look at the syllabus to see which modules are on which exams, but this will be a nice way for you to flow through the material. The other two things I'll point out before we end, back here at the top, there's this link for virtual office hours. We're going to try this out. We've had some success with this in the past, but this is a way for you to communicate with either myself or Dr. Hanby through Blackboard Collaborate, which is basically like a Skype tool or a Google Hangout tool through Blackboard. It has microphone and webcam interaction, so if you do need to meet with us, and I'm putting air quotations around that, this might be a good resource for that. And the last thing that I'll point out is the Q&A discussion boards. This is a good way just to get your questions answered. You post something to the discussion board, Dr. Hanby and I will try to respond back to it in around 24 hours. Most of the time it's less than that. And so if you do have any questions or comments, you are welcome to post it here on the discussion board or send an email to myself or Dr. Hanby. Good luck, and we look forward to the semester.